What's up, Jeff?
What's up, buddy?
Back here at the Scattered Chaos podcast room. Oh man, look at Rodrigo. He's all dressed up, matchy. Shoes match his
Looks
shorts.
like he's getting
his
on
shirt.
a sailboat today,
I know. He's like, dude, this is what he does when he comes to work. He's just like, I'm on a beach. I can do whatever I want.
No, he looks like he's right. Sailing. He's got his Vans on. They look
dude.
like yacht shoes.
And then you got fucking dad over there wearing Adidas with long pants.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Come on, what is going on in the shop,
dude? It happens,
dude.
I mean, it's not like I dress myself.
We can't really
so
talk.
well.
My little fat ass over here.
Dude,
Like,
I gotta squeeze in my
I'm
sweatshirts every morning.
Stretching my shirt out so it doesn't catch my rolls.
Oh, dude.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
How was your day today?
Well, I had like 3 hours of my life sucked away by California Department of Motor Vehicles. Thank you.
You fucking suck, guys. Make it digital. Did you hear that they're finally going to make your driver's license digital?
Yeah, okay.
And let's see, dude. I try to do it. It says denied.
I'm going to be dead before that happens. Trust me.
It's only accepted at the airports. Who gives a shit? I'm not going to waste my time for that. Gotta pull it out.
It's just another stupid thing that they got to spend billions of dollars on for a system that ain't going to ever be used.
100%. And then you're going to have to go to the clubs and you're going to still have to carry your ID like I go clubbing or anything like that anymore. I didn't try to convince you guys to go to Vegas.
You tried.
It was worth a try.
It was tempting.
It was,
but
we got tired.
I would have been like older than everybody in that place, other than maybe Charlie.
But dude, but we missed U2 perform on Fremont Street.
That's crazy.
That would have
like
been
a straight pop up.
They just did a straight pop up that day. It was crazy. Nobody knew it was going to happen except probably the management, and then suddenly, boom, they were there.
But we got Charlie. We got Butch. Dude. What the hell? Why didn't we have the hookup on that?
No, dude, but we had an amazing fucking dinner.
Oh, dude, yeah.
That
was
restaurant,
straight out of Goodfellas.
I can't remember the name of it. We'll have to pull it up. Starts with a P.
Was it Piazzo's or something like that?
I don't know. So we were staying at the Westgate, which is like
the old International.
Dude,
it was awesome.
janky ass hotel. The air conditioning.
Well, by your standards.
Yeah. Well, okay. The week before I was at the Wynn with the Amazon.
Right,
so I really can't talk. But dude, it was funny because I turned on the air conditioning and all I could smell is pot and cigarette mixed together.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that, I couldn't even describe the smell as that bad.
Yeah.
But the bed was really comfortable. Even Rodrigo said the bed was really comfortable.
Was it? It was all right. It was all right. Yeah, it was good.
Well, you were snoring the whole night.
The first night I didn't have choice. I was out.
Yeah. So it was funny. We got to Vegas a little early because we wanted to get the lay of the land.
The whole day.
So we said, where we're going to do it? We got our rooms, and then we ended up going to their pool.
Which looked like a rehabilitation center pool. like the average age was 72.
The best is that...
Right, dude?
The best is when people would get out of the water would rise. It was like we had Jesus walking across.
It was so bad.
There were so many old people there.
Oh,
but everybody was really nice. And so he and I said, okay, we're in Vegas. We're going to have some cocktails. And we started off with beer. And then I was like, I'm going to take a shot. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll take one with you. See, he doesn't know how I roll. Like when I start, I kind of don't stop, and basically I force anybody with me to drink with me.
No, you didn't force me. You just put them down in front of me. And
that was my way of forcing.
He's buying me drinks. And I can't let them sit there. They're so lonely.
Oh my God, it was so funny. And then I remember just like standing up and saying, "I'm going to bed. I'll see you later."
Dude, I think the second time I jumped in the pool, I really don't remember jumping in the pool.
I was walking away, and you're like, "I'm gonna go dip in again." I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea, Jeff. But do you, boo boo?
The moment I jumped in, I was like, "Am I gonna be able to get back up?" I mean, that's the top of the water. I gotta get back up.
Oh man, that leads into our topic.
What?
You could have died there. And could have been a ghost.
Oh, Jesus.
So today we're going to talk about ghosts.
We're
going to aliens, ghosts.
All right. Yeah.
Like whatever, afterlife kind of stuff, but not on the religious level because I don't like talking about religion.
Okay.
I mean, it'll probably pop up
I'm down.
in conversation. But the reason is because probably about like 2 months ago, maybe a month ago, Las Vegas PD got this, like, it was in Las Vegas where they, it was all over the internet.
I think it was North Las Vegas.
North Las Vegas. Like some family whack job said, we saw something drop from the sky. I don't even remember the story.
The cops saw it as they were on a, come on now. So there was 2 cops on a call. They saw the flash of light trail through. They heard a crash, and then like shortly thereafter, the family called 911 saying they saw something in the back of their house. So
random house check, random welfare check on that family.
it was, and the cop even said it like, "What? I'm kind of freaked out about going to this call."
So we're talking about this because I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in the afterlife. I don't believe in any of that.
I do.
That's why we're talking about
counterpoint.
it.
Let's do
Rodrigo believes in it too.
See?
Fuck.
It's real, dude.
Okay, so here's the deal.
They're among us.
Okay, you shut up. Let me talk first. Jesus, I don't get a word in here these days. I want to talk. Let me talk. Come on,
God, man.
It's one of those days, guys. So, okay, so
I'm a little cranky coming from DMV right now.
that's the
I'm
problem. You're just on
edge, dude.
So, I'm gonna skirt back a little bit. When my father passed away, it was really hard because I was kind of the one who took care of everything. You know, who took care of the funeral and everything. In our religion, you do it pretty quickly. Usually 24 hours after the death.
Okay.
Couldn't do it because of the autopsy. Luckily, I had an amazing father-in-law who took me to the place in Redwood City, and the family there were super cool. Got my mom down there, my sister, and we were all good to go. And you know, after the funeral, everybody's talking about how he's in heaven and blah blah blah. But ever since then, every time I go to my dad's gravesite, I feel that he's still there.
Okay.
And it's been an issue for me, psychologically. It's been one of my stuff that I've been having to deal with. It's been pretty tough because, everybody says the afterlife and the soul is gone and it's just his body there. But I just every time I'm there, even when, in our culture, and I don't know if it's the same with you guys, we put rocks around. Oh, same with Tariqs. So the Muslims also do it.
Okay.
Where we take rocks and we put it around the grave site.
What does that do?
I really don't know. What does it mean? Just limits. Oh, okay. So it's kind of a boundary area. Okay. And so it probably has more of a meaning. I don't really know what it is. But any which way. So Jenny and I were just up there. So we went to Half Moon Bay and we had Zero with us.
Yeah.
And we were coming down over the hill and I was like, hey, why don't we just go stop on my dad and just say hi? Zero could meet him.
Are you up at? Is he up at Skyline?
He's at Skyline.
Oh, that's a beautiful cemetery.
And so in there, there's a little area that's just the Jewish community.
Right.
And so I thought, hey, you know what? My dad always loved dogs. He loved Frankie and Oliver. Like his favorite things was dogs. And so I said, hey, I'm going to bring Zero. I'm going to let Zero meet him. And that's how I said it to Jenny. I want Zero to meet my dad, because I truly believe my dad is still there.
That's awesome.
Now, Jenny, on the other hand, loves watching all these ghost shows.
They're cool,
Ghost Hunter, all these things. And so I decided I want to pick this topic because you really truly believe in all this stuff.
I do.
And so I'm going to allow you to kind of run with this. So I want to understand. Here's the first question.
Okay.
Have you always believed in ghosts?
Yes.
Okay. So when you were younger, did something happen that got you to believe in ghosts, or was it just this cool, ghosts are ghosts?
No, I guess I kind of had just a fixation on it, I guess, as a younger kid. But I wasn't really young, but my grandmother passed away.
Okay.
And it's not really a ghost story, but it's definitely an afterlife story.
Okay.
We were in Lake Tahoe for 4th of July weekend several years ago.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's been 20 plus that I've lost my grandmother, but she was sick. She was actually staying with my uncle down here in San Bruno, and she had cancer. She was terminal, but we were caring for her. So we had gone up there for the weekend to kind of get away. And I'll never forget, we were staying in a hotel, and I had this dream. So my step-grandfather, Harvey, who is really my grandfather, he was the only one I really knew. My real grandfather passed away very young.
Okay.
In the dream now, Harvey had passed away before my grandmother.
Okay.
I'm sitting, I'm in my old red Chevy step-side pickup truck that I had. And I'm at the 7-Eleven on San Bruno Avenue next to 280 in San Bruno.
Yep, on the hill.
Okay. And I pull in, I get out of my car, I close my door, and I turn, and I look to the back of my truck, and there's Harvey standing there looking at me. Okay. This is in my dream.
This is your dream, okay.
Yeah. And so I go, hey, Harv, what's up? What are you doing? Doesn't say anything to me. And he walks behind my truck, and I don't see him anymore. So I walk to the back of my truck and I look, and he's walking hand in hand with my grandmother up the hill. She died that morning. So that's why I believe.
Okay,
Now, I don't know if it was because I was. Now everybody can talk it away and say I was, thinking about her so much that it was a subconscious dream that was making me think, oh my gosh, she's going to pass away.
Right.
I don't believe that. I believe that was a sign that Harvey was telling me that it was her time and they were going together and that they're together.
Okay, so this is 20 years ago.
Plus,
But,
yeah.
But like, okay, I could understand. See, this is where there's that line, right?
Okay.
Like where I'm going to try to talk it off the ledge. But like you think about that, you were obviously thinking of your grandma.
Yeah.
And the closest person to your grandma was Harvey.
Right.
Who had passed. You were dreaming of Harvey, and then were you able to see your grandma 100%, or was it a woman figure?
No, it was her. Yeah,
it was her.
I saw her face.
You saw her face. But she was walking away from you.
Yep, but they were looking as they walked up the hill, and I saw them both.
Wow. Still don't believe in ghosts.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Okay. So.
All right. No. That's it.
That's so
Dude,
fucked
his laugh is so like demonic. No. Well, that's fine and that's cool.
No. But I mean, there's
I've
other
never
reasons.
had like a jar move across the counter.
Have you ever done the Ouija board?
Yes.
Okay. Did it actually work?
No.
It didn't.
No.
Okay. See, I did it once, twice, and I was high school. The first time it didn't work. The second time, I think it worked, but I was high, so I'm not really sure if I
pushed it in.
My hands moved, and it was. I remember there was a girl named Christina Alva that I was in high school with, and we would go up to her lake. I think it was Clear Lake. I think. And they had a cabin there. We'd go every weekend.
It's a great game to have in the cabin.
Oh,
right?
dude! It was a cabin with like an RV, like one of those Airstream style RVs, up on the hill, and that's where all the kids were. So there's always four of us. It was her and her boyfriend Tom. It was me and her sister, who was younger than us, and I was Big Dave. I was like the big brother to all these guys.
Right.
So they were totally into ghosts, and like. The weird part is that like I can't even go watch a scary movie.
So you believe that there's something out there?
It's
possible.
I don't know if it's possible because see the thing is it's kind of like this whole like topic of religion, like when you
rabbit hole
entering.
No,
because growing up, we're very. My parents were religious, not like Orthodox. They never forced religion on us. We did our bar and bat mitzvah, and that was kind of it. But I always had this thing that like, how am I going to live my life based on a book that was written so many years ago by grumpy old men? And then on top of it is like this whole thing of, again, Jesus. We don't believe in Jesus, but like, the fact that he even existed, I need proof.
Yeah,
I need to see it from my own eyes, or at least there needs to be something tangible.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand
that's the cop in you.
I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so for me, like, Jenny's watching these shows, and I'm just like, they're like having this little machine, and it's all bouncing. It's like because they hear something, and they'll like pause it, turn all the sound down, and play this one sound, and I'm like. That doesn't sound like anything, guys.
Dude, okay, so I think what you're saying is you need to know, like, you need to know for sure that person existed, that it's not just an entity.
Correct.
That your religion is based off of just writing.
Correct.
I would say the same thing about my Catholic religion, right?
And
I would say the same thing, right, in my beliefs.
Sure.
But I think what it revolves around is the word faith, right? So when I struggle, I remember when I went through this whole thing back in 2010, right? I spent a lot of time by myself, waiting for my kids to come out of school in my church at St. Robert's, just by myself.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know if I was asking for any divine intervention or what, but just kept my faith up that things would be okay. Right.
Right.
So there, I get what you're saying. Like,
Right.
it would be nice to know that Jesus was a real thing, God is a real thing, the afterlife, heaven, whatever your beliefs are.
Oh, for sure.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I would love to be able to say, there's those guys that are like who've either died and came back,
The near death,
the
yeah.
near death, and they're
Yeah.
like, we saw the white light,
Right.
and like the problem I have with that, not that it didn't see that, it didn't happen to them, it's just that we've been taught that there's a white light.
Yeah.
We've been told multiple times throughout our lives,
Right.
when you die, there's a white, you're going to see a white light, and then you're going to be in the hands of God or whatever you believe.
Right.
And I've never had proof of it. So like, it's hard for me to believe that there's an afterlife. I want to believe there is, because
Right.
I believe that good people deserve to continue on.
Right.
But like the whole thing about ghosts and like, we're going to New Orleans. Rodrigo, when are we going to New Orleans? Like end of October. We're going for one of our clients' events, and we're there during Halloween.
Nice.
And Jenny's like, I'm kind of freaked out about this. I'm like, why? I'm like, what are you talking? What are you worried about? Like, there's nothing to worry about. She's like, no, New Orleans is like famous for their cemeteries, right?
Right.
And like, I don't. Have you been to New Orleans?
I have.
Okay, so have you been to the cemeteries?
Yes.
Dude, they're creepy as
It's
shit.
It's all there. It's above
ground.
water.
Everybody's
Yeah.
above ground.
It's creepy.
Like, to me, it was like, it felt normal for me,
Really?
because I still don't understand the whole thing of putting people in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I bet there's some symbolism and all that, but like the idea of a body being there, it should be glorified.
Yeah.
And you're putting somebody in the ground and then putting lawn over them with a headstone.
Right.
How is that glorifying them?
Right. No,
Because
see
I
your
believe
point.
that they're there, because like,
Well, you believe your dad is still in Skylon, and you brought
yeah.
your dog. I'm curious because I know we immediately digressed, but
we always do.
so
Scatter chaos.
so did Zero feel him?
It was really weird, and everybody who knows Zero,
Yeah,
um,
that's Dave's dog.
that's my dog Zero. He's my English Cream Lab service dog. Everybody knows how he is on leash without his leader.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to pull. He's kind of all over the place. When we got to the cemetery and I put him on leash, he didn't move.
Wow.
He didn't move. So that could have been because Jenny was standing there, and he kind of follows Jenny. So we started walking, but he walked at a pace that's not normal for him. So I noticed it. Jenny, I don't know if Jenny noticed it, and I don't even know if we talked about it, but I noticed that his demeanor was not running around. Even when we went over to my dad, and I introduced him to my dad, and like I told my dad who he was, and then we took some pictures with Zero laying next to my dad, headstone. I let him off leash, and he ran around, but then suddenly it was instantly he was calm and wasn't running around. He was standing by us. He was walking around, not running. I mean, there were people on the other sides of.
Mm-hmm.
So that, in my mind, that's why I believe they're still there.
So you don't think that like traditional thoughts are, the body, the physical person remains, the soul, the spirit is somewhere else. You feel that both remain. Soul,
Yes,
spirit,
yeah,
and
because
body.
I just don't know any different.
Yeah, no,
And it's not about, I don't tell anybody that my belief is right, and
right.
But Zero almost instantly gave me the same answer, because if the soul wasn't there, then he wouldn't react to anything.
Right.
But
What's
he reacted.
sensing? Yeah.
What is he sensing that I'm not seeing? Now, something could be said that maybe my dad's spirit, when we were there, he came down to kind of see what we were doing. Maybe. And I mean, I try to look at it as a positive thing. I'm not like, it's not in the beginning.
Oh, I think it is.
Right. In the beginning, when my dad first, I couldn't go up to the cemetery. It was just like,
That's too
no
hard.
reason. I don't need to go. I thought of him all the time. And then it was one day we all went up to Half Moon Bay, and I said to Jenny, let's just go. And so we went, and it was kind of like, okay, now we go twice a year for his birthday and Father's Day. I don't go up there the day he passed away, because I feel that's like bad juju.
Mm-hmm.
Not your juju, but bad juju. But that was a good one.
Oh my God.
That was so stupid. That was a dad joke, right?
See, I've been around you too much.
Oh my God, I heard a good dad joke yesterday.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Nope. Keep going. Keep going.
What did Kermie told us a good one though? Remember? Do you remember?
I can't remember him, dude. I have no recall on jokes.
Dude, Mike is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, we're totally
okay. Never mind. Yeah.
So we come back, so again, going back, Zero had this change of personality.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of questions in my head, right?
Yeah.
Like, why did he feel something? Did something feel him that made him calm down? When he was near my dad's, he didn't move around a lot.
Right.
But again, I in my mind, I'm like, well, he did that because they're there.
I think that's totally plausible.
Right. It's plausible. And
Absolutely.
Nobody knows the answers. But
no.
But going back to like ghosts and aliens.
But
like,
wait. Before we go back, I think it's important for you to understand or at least recognize that
sure.
There's a good chance your dad's spirit is still there.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And our loved ones are still here.
There. Right.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, it's interesting because like, when
it's okay to believe, Dan.
No. You're an asshole.
It's okay to say they're here. It's okay, man.
You know what it is also? It is part of this, like, I'm very grateful for everything that's happened in my life over the course of the last 10, 20, 12 years. Even 13 years, everything through the police departments and the experience I had there. And obviously the success that we're having with all the companies. And I always say it's probably my grandparents watching over me. But even when I say that right now, I'm like, how are they watching over me if they're in the cemetery?
Okay.
So it's these, I think people use it, and I am guilty of it, when it's good for them and when it's not good for them.
I think it fits their faith.
Right.
What they believe in to be true. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel the same way. I pray to my grandmother and grandfather and my family when I have
rough times.
Yeah. Help me. Help me get through this.
Right.
Am I praying to God? Sometimes I do. That's my beliefs.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it's healthy that we believe they're either up there somewhere
or somewhere
here.
Right.
With us still.
Right. And I think when it comes to aliens, we'll talk down the road. But ghosts, like, for me,
Oh, we're talking about aliens today, dude.
I know we are. But ghosts, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like when you're talking about like a haunted house.
Yeah.
There's a lot, obviously, in the South,
Okay, I got to give you a story. This
is gonna be good.
All right. So there is a place in Santa Clara. Oh my God, I'm completely drawing a blank now. It's down by Levi Stadium.
No, Winchester.
No, it used to be an old insane asylum and treatment facility.
Okay.
So when I got my dog in the police department, our night training was at this then abandoned sanatorium, basically. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I am not kidding you here when I tell you, when we went into that place to find hiding spaces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was right out of like a horror movie, like the old wheelchairs with straps on their arms left around and like metal stuff everywhere, like dark lights flickering because they weren't fully working. I am not kidding you, bro.
So this is like a serious place that you went to?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't think of the name of it now, but it's still there.
Okay.
Anyways, so there was this one handler, Scott from San Mateo.
Okay.
He and I were pretty close in the class. We both picked our dogs the same day, whatever. So his dog, for some reason that night, was having difficulty, right?
Okay.
Outside search is fine. Doing obedience, okay. I'm not kidding you, dude. When he went to that door and gave his announcement to send his dog inside to go search, that dog sat and didn't move.
Even on command sending him?
Even hearing the agitator inside making noises, slapping and stuff, he shut down at that. I'm not kidding you. He shut down. He sat and didn't move. His name, I think the dog's name was Paco or something.
Okay. He
was done. He was done. Something got to him, dude. Before that, he was completely fine.
But I think dogs are definitely. I'm learning so much with Zero.
Do you think that it might have been something coming out of that place? We all did. We were all legitimate. Thanks, dude.
Maybe you deserve to be in there.
But we
Jeff.
were all like young, like vibrant cops. We were all like, dude,
it's hard.
Something just happened to that dog.
I mean, I can't sit here and say that there's nothing in there. Like I don't know. I don't believe in it, but I can't say no because again, I go back to the whole thing about religion.
Okay.
I haven't seen it firsthand. I haven't seen God.
You just studied it.
I studied it. And so, obviously I think dogs are so much smarter than humans.
100%.
Their ability and their sense, their hearing is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm, again, learning more and more with Zero compared to like Frank and Ollie, who are 10 pound and 2 feet off the ground. Yeah. Sorry, Tariq.
Wow. Okay, you're getting a little sample of
what
what we're
happens?
like every day.
Oh,
a little taste.
Sharmuta.
Oh, jeez.
This is getting out of control.
Oh, boy.
See, you bring the ghost into it,
No, I'm
Hey, but
making you
didn't
think.
you learn some Arabic?
Yeah, but I'm not going to repeat it.
Come
here.
on, just
No,
repeat it.
I
Just
can't.
read-
Tizak maftuha.
What is that? Kiss my ass?
Tizak maftuha.
I
I don't know. That's what
We're gonna have the Arabic community hating us already. We're gonna put a picture of Tariq on here eventually, so when it's playing this episode, you guys know that he's existing.
This is the guy to send your hate mail to.
Guys, don't send it to me because I'm not.
No, we're blessed because
We have such a diverse.
we
group.
have Dave who speaks Hebrew,
Yep.
Rodrigo Portuguese, and Spanish, I believe.
He understands it.
He understands it. Tariq is my Arabic brother,
Yeah.
teaching me.
What about you?
Arabic.
You don't know anything except English.
God,
typical
I'm pretty
white
fucking
person.
boring, dude.
God, he's so
I'm
fucking boring.
I'm very white. I'm very
Dude, guys, can I just
blasé.
bring up something? We're gonna scoot to the right a little bit.
Here we go.
We
Here
were
we
in
go.
last week. We were in South San Francisco for the Italian festival, and I mean,
Be nice.
I'm going to be nice, but it's got to be funny because so everybody's coming around. Everybody knows each other from their church or St. Robert's, and again, this is an Italian festival. Jeff out of nowhere goes, "There's a lot of Dagos here."
To my mom.
To his mom, and his mom is just like, I mean,
She's a Dago.
Mama Downs. I didn't say it. He did.
But that's what we call each other.
I know, but
you dumb Dago. We do
right.
that all the time.
And then
right?
it's like I'm standing there. I was like, hey, this might be the only place I might be the minority. And here comes an old lady. Says, "Oh, I like your flag and Shana Tova." I'm like,
yeah.
"We have another Jew here!" Woo! Okay, I just thought it was kind of funny, but we are a very diverse group here, and we
Oh, it's awesome.
We make fun of each other. I mean,
In different languages too.
yeah, and I
try.
mean, just the limo company. We have so many different cultures.
Oh,
Mainly,
yeah.
we have we have Filipino, we have Muslims, we have Christians. We have a whole bunch of diverse, and we all laugh together because it's so diverse and we have so much fun. But back to the ghost thing. That name is so perfect.
What?
Scattered chaos.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
brain is like
Your brain.
Yeah. So going back, one of the things that with Zero I'm learning is that his sense of smell and attention to things that I can't even see or hear
Right.
is phenomenal.
It is. Yeah.
And you could see it he'll run out to the back patio and we have a bench and he'll hop on the bench and he puts his paws on the ledge and you could see the back of his hair go up.
Yep.
And so I go out and look around and I'm like, there's nothing here.
Right.
And, Jenny, obviously.
Maybe there was something there.
Thank you, Jenny. I mean, the fact is that, talking about your dog, Paco, who's to say that he didn't feel something? I mean, it was a Salem asylum. I mean, is that
Insane asylum. Well, it was a
what did
sanatorium.
I call it? A sane asylum?
That's what they used to call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
I don't know
insane
if that's
asylum.
super
That's
PC
probably not
anymore.
PC anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
A hospital for the
Mentally
challenged.
ill.
Mentally ill.
Yeah.
But
Ag News.
right.
Ag News.
There
That's
it is.
the name of
That's it. Now I remember that
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be really interesting to go down there and feel it for myself.
They reopened it.
They reopened it?
Yes, they did.
No.
Yes.
Is it I'm assuming that
it's not like
it wasn't like it was.
No, but it's a treatment center.
It's
now.
a treatment center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Haunted treatment center.
I don't know about that.
Bro,
I don't know. I think you need to stop smoking weed or
I
doing the drugs.
don't, and
Because
I
this
don't.
shit's getting out of control. I don't know if I could have you work
I'm
here.
not. I don't. I believe they're among us,
I'm a
dude.
believer.
Okay,
I'm a
so all right,
believer.
let's
Okay.
shift gears.
Okay, aliens?
You don't believe in ghosts? Fine, totally get it.
Right.
Totally get it. Let's talk about the aliens and the UFOs.
You know,
He's got nothing. He's got nothing. He's got
again,
nothing.
I got nothing because it's one of those things I've never
No.
seen.
I've never seen. Well, okay. I got a story.
Fuck you and your stories. What the fuck?
I got
Okay,
a
go.
story.
Tell me. I want to hear this
Believe
one.
me or don't believe me. Call me crazy. Fine. I don't care. I'm pretty crazy.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, I have footage.
You have footage, so we're going
Okay.
to play the footage for the guests.
I have to. Well, it's on like little. What are the 8mm tapes?
Okay,
I
that's
have to
fine.
try and figure out a
We'll
way to
figure
get
out.
that.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, September 11th, 2001. We all know was a horrible day.
Yeah.
As a result of that, we often saw military jets flying around the area, right?
Yeah, well, quite a bit, actually.
Quite a bit,
Yeah.
for major events and being on station for stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm living in a house in San Bruno, renting. It's a Sunday, I believe. Football's on. There's a game at Candlestick Park. This is how old I am. Washing my truck out in the front of my house. From my house, I could see the airport. So my dad being from the airlines, me being around airplanes all my life, I always look up in the sky, see what's flying around.
Of course.
Okay? So I look up, and I see these two F-16s fly over, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool as I'm washing my truck. I go, okay, there's a game. They're probably doing a flyover, right?
Right.
So I just continue to kind of look around as I'm washing my car, and I look out to the airport, and I'm not kidding you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see it so much, I look at it so much that I know what belongs and what doesn't belong.
Okay.
There is a silver cylindrical object, literally hovering right above what I believe to be right above the airport, based on the
Distance.
depth perception and distance.
Okay.
Not moving. Okay. I watch it for a little bit. I'm like, all right, I'm seeing things, whatever. And I'm like, well, don't do it. You gotta. So I go, hey.
Can't believe
I
this. What? Who the fuck do I hire these days?
So wait, hear me out. So I go inside and I get my wife,
Okay.
a sane
Yes.
second party, and I go, look at that. What do you see? And she goes, oh, what is that? I'm like, okay. So I go in and get my video camera and I start videotaping it. Now I always say when I see these UFO shows, I'm like, why don't these people ever get good footage of these things? Well, my video camera would zoom in, and then a plane would fly by and it would zoom out and blur it, right? And I got it on tape, okay?
Okay.
But it was not the best shot.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, boom, gone. I'm not kidding you, dude.
Upwards.
Upwards. Up, straight. Phew, gone. No kidding, dude. Those two jets
Uh-huh.
flying around the airport after that. I swear to God, dude, on everybody that I love soul, I saw it. I have it on tape. My wife saw it. So
Is there a way to call in a friend?
what?
We need to call in a friend.
What are you calling like a?
I'm going to call Raquel and be like, is your husband crazy?
No, I'm telling you, she saw it. I have it on film. Never really talk about it because everybody that sees a UFO is like, all of a sudden you're woo.
Yeah, you're a loony
Right?
bin.
Yeah, you're a Looney Tune. So
Mhm.
I have that tape at home.
Explains everything.
I have the tape at home. Believe me or not.
I want to see the tape first. I mean,
But it correlates to stuff that's been released recently about objects that fighter pilots are seeing and recording on their FLIR, right, on their cameras. It correlates cylindrical objects that are going in and out of water, zigzagging patterns and stuff, and all the stuff that came out recently in the government that, yeah, they're real. We have them. We know. They released it. They've had them for years.
And see, this is why I don't watch the news, because I think it's all bullshit. But I mean, listen,
could be.
And you know what? We don't know what's out there.
No, absolutely not.
And I mean, it would be really ignorant of any of us to say that we're the only humans in the world and that's it, or in
Such an
that would be
infinite universe,
right? In a massive universe. So to say that they don't exist, I when it comes to aliens and ghosts, I totally put them in two different things.
Yeah, I would agree
Because
with you on that.
I think ghosts are more of a spiritual, I don't know, reflection, but an image of something or somebody
Yeah.
that you want to believe is with you.
That's a great perspective.
Like, to me, I want to believe my dad's with me every single day.
Right. And he is.
I want to believe that, but then there's things that, and then it's like the whole thing of like, how does God let, you know, a genocide happen?
Mm-hmm.
How does God let the Holocaust? How does God let, you know, slavery happen?
Right.
Like, so,
if there is a God, why didn't you prevent that?
Why didn't you prevent something that? And a lot of people I've talked to, you know, religious and non-religious say, well, it was God's way of cleansing the earth.
Okay.
Because those are instances of him allowing humans to do what humans are going to do, which left at their own device, they're going to destroy each other.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, he comes in and he says, okay, that's enough. I'm going to end it here. You've done enough. But somehow the world has to evolve, and we can't keep having more and more people on Earth. Right? Because it's not like we're
running out of Earth.
Jesus,
I mean, we really are.
Look at San Francisco.
Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, San Francisco.
We already talked about San Francisco last one. Yeah.
But like, that's why I keep.
Those are aliens.
Yeah. Fucking, Jesus Christ.
See, they are among us, dude.
Have you aliens with needles just sticking out of their arm?
Oh gosh.
But
I didn't say that.
I did. But again, ghosts to me are more of a spiritual thing, a spiritual belief.
Yeah.
Where aliens, it's again, it'd be stupid or ignorant of us to think that we're the only race of people, whatever, in this massive globe of, you know.
Well, not even the globe, but the universe.
Yeah, the universe. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the fact that there's so many different planets, we don't know what's out there.
We can't be the only like sentient beings out there.
But can you imagine if like
that's a big word.
Do you know how to spell it?
No. Okay. No. But no, I know what it means.
What does it mean?
It means like sentient means thinking beings, you know, rational beings, able to.
I hope you're right. Because if you're fucking wrong, dude.
I think I'm right. I know the word. It's the right context.
Okay, well that's good. Because I'm horrible when it comes to this shit, dude. Anyways,
why we were cops, dude. Not English teachers.
No, not at all. But it would be, you know, it would be kind of just sitting here and thinking we're in a podcast room, and there could be on another planet more people doing the same thing, and we don't even know them.
Yeah. Okay, so then
it's not.
Are we talking about the simulation then? Let's do it.
Can I tell a story? You want to tell a story?
Yeah,
tell a story.
Yeah. Wait, come on.
Come over here.
Yeah.
Go. Oh, this is good. This is the first time ever.
Yeah.
Live!
We're switching out. Let's do it.
We're
tapping out.
All right. So, for those that don't know who this is Rodrigo Moreno. He's my right hand man. He's fucking, and he's just as crazy as Jeff is. So you're gonna tell a story, right? And you're gonna tell the story to that camera because I want you to be honest, and I want people to judge you by this story.
That's the perfect timing to tell this story today because I told you this story. Yeah. And Dave without cell phone, it's just here.
What do you mean?
You're now.
He's focusing.
I'm focused.
Focused.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this story. So this happened in like 6-7 years ago. So basically, I was broke. I told this in
our other podcast.
Yeah, the podcast. So I was completely broke, and I was hopeless. And at that moment, I didn't believe in God at all. Like, yeah, whatever. So I was in a bad situation. I was like depressed. I need all my employees there. I don't have money to pay the bills. I was fucked.
And this is when you were in Brazil.
Yeah, in Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my big company.
Oh, okay.
That was that one with 150,000 customers. That was a big company.
Yeah.
And we failed.
Right.
So I remember during lunch, I was going to the church because the church was the only quiet place to think.
Right.
Like, what is the alternatives? Like,
right.
I have nothing to do. So I was going there to cry, man. Basically, I was crying, completely fucked. And one day my mom saw me and said, like, dude, you're fucked. you look like shit. Yeah. So it's like,
Thanks, Ma.
so she bring me to the spiritual place.
Okay.
I
What do you
didn't
mean, like a
believe-
spiritual place? Like
Yeah, like
a
like,
voodoo person?
No, not like that. Like the place called Chico Xavier.
Okay.
It's like a very, very famous medium.
Oh, okay. So like he like
Yeah.
taps into spirits and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that was
Tarot cards and all
yeah.
that.
It's like I don't believe this shit. That was such a joke. And I went there. I was like, okay,
Well,
whatever.
anything that could help.
Worse than I am now.
Can't be.
No, can't be. So I went there, and they have like a ritual. Like they pray and they blast water,
Uh-huh.
and you basically drink that water for the next days, and you feel better.
Okay.
So for the people who were like in the bad situation like me,
Yeah.
they put them upstairs. They have like private sessions. It was like
Excuse me,
completely
sir. You're gonna have to go to the third floor for your
yeah,
medium.
like you were
You're fucked.
completely fucked up. You need to go upstairs. So I went upstairs. And wait like for an hour. They put me in. I never forget it. And I was telling this story. I get goosebumps, bro. It's crazy because I didn't believe in God. I
Okay.
remember there was a room like this. I sit here on a chair and have like 4 or 5 mediums, like here, there.
Okay.
And I was with a lot of pain, man, inside, like depression, like
Everything was hurting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I have like a strong pain on my right shoulder, like
Okay.
fucking strong pain. I never told nobody because I was like, whatever,
They're gonna
right?
think I'm
It's
crazy.
just one more pain.
Add more.
Yeah. So I sit down there, and they say, "Can we start?" I say, whatever. Do it. And they start talking, man, about all my problems, man. I never met that people in my life. Never. So they start talking about my problems, bro. I remember I was sitting here and the dude there was talking about my pain in my shoulder. Like, get out of here, get out of here. Like, that was crazy. I get goosebumps only to
So
remember that.
another medium
Yeah,
that was there.
like 4 or 5 people. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
But that dude there talked to me about my pain on my shoulder.
But he wasn't the person you were actually talking to.
No, they don't talk with me. They talk with spirits.
Oh,
They say,
so
like, just
they're
sit-
all talking. You're
Yeah.
just listening.
Yeah, they
Oh.
start talking with spirits. Like they close their eyes and I start focusing on people. And that dude start talking about my pain here.
Right.
That was a lot of pain, man. And they're
Okay.
like, get out of here, you heavy, something
Right.
like that. And the other person like, yeah, all my money problems and this kind of shit. Like, dude, it was insane. And after like 5 minutes, they stopped. And I was crying like a baby, man. That chair.
Dude, I just got goosebumps. That's
It's
crazy.
That story is crazy. So, and they said like, how you feeling? I told them like, I still feel like it's crazy. Man. I feel great.
Like everything was gone.
Like, and say like, yeah, just sit down. We're going to do it again. They did it again, bro. It was crazy shit, bro. I left from there. My mom can prove that. Like, when I stand up, like, say, I feel great. Thank you very much. They hug me, and they say like, come back anytime you want. They don't even charge me a dime. Nothing, bro. That was like completely for free. Said, come back anytime. This is your house. This is your house. That's the kind of power flip my mind, bro. Completely changed my mindset, bro. Like something happened in this room who changed completely my life for good, man.
Right.
And I told my mom, now I believe in a higher power. Definitely, I believe in a higher power. And we left from there. They give me a water, like drink this water. You're going to feel great. Next day, man, I start drinking that water. I remember, man, going to the office. I have that click. Because I don't see problems anymore after that date. I see solutions. And after that date, I call my partner and say like, I have a solution for us. And that was the date I start blogging. The first month we make like $5,000.
Right.
In Brazil, bro, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Right.
Even here is a lot, but there, like, was phenomenal money.
Right.
That was the first month. And that solution came back from that day, man. So that day changed my life. That day changed everything I believe.
See, and I think first and foremost, I truly believe that story because I know you're not. I know who you are, and Jeff, when you say you're a certain thing, no. But no, what I'm saying is that I know that happened to you because and I know how you are now, how you've been around me, so I know that something made you change. I think people have to experience those kind of things. Like, I believe there's a higher power. I 100% believe there's God. God's up there. I don't always agree with the decisions he makes. I'm sorry, I keep looking at you. I totally believe in God. I think that sometimes I question why certain things happen to not just me, mainly me, because I'm, as a human, we're selfish by nature. But then you hear stories like that and you're like, fuck, like,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, when you were talking about like them giving you the hug, to me, like, I'm a hugger by nature.
Yeah.
But when you get a good hug and like something makes you
so powerful.
It's so
man.
powerful.
So powerful.
And I know we're totally off topic. We've kind of gone back to spirits. But like the fact is that there are times where things like that are awesome to hear because you experienced it, you felt it. And see, for me, I believe you, but I have not, in my time, 43 years on this earth, have I had that experience where I feel like there is, I think it's like divine intervention. Like I've never had that, and I feel like all the solutions I've come up with throughout my life is because I was forced to hand. Like, and I nothing's ever clicked in from something else. It's been like, or someone else. You know what I mean when I say that? Because well, let's just go back a little bit and talk about during COVID. Limo business was shot. I got a phone call, but then now me just saying it, I just said, well, that phone call was
game changer.
It was a game changer.
But here's the deal: when things happen like that, is the universe giving you another chance. It's not about God; it's about universe, and that's why you throw positivity, and you receive it back. So that's why I help so many people. I want to
throw up every time he says it, but he's right.
How many times we talk about this? How many people we help in this company?
A lot.
We have like 200 employees, man.
Yeah.
So how many people we help? How many lives we change doing things like that? Like giving opportunity. And that guy, like Antonio met my father and said, like, Rodrigo changed my life in America.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things like, and you give that person an opportunity.
He didn't even say,
like
I gave him God.
Yeah, not
you get all the fucking credit for everything.
Yeah, bro. He doesn't speak English that time, so he can't ask me opportunity. That was a good one. So that's life. That's what life gives to you. Opportunities to change people's life.
Yeah.
And they give, you can call God, you can call whatever, but I call universe because I'm not a religious guy.
Yeah, you're not.
I believe in some stuff. Sometimes I use the word God, but what I mean is universe.
Yeah, and I think it's a really good thing is because, we talk about this a lot, me and you, about like, all the positive stuff that I want to keep doing and all this stuff that I keep pushing and, all the thank yous I get. I mean, Jeff, just even last week was, Raquel's crying because of something that I decided to do for somebody who's doing so much for me. And see, like, I'm the kind of person, like, I give.
You're a very generous person, man.
Like, I can tell you this much. Pre-COVID, the amount of money we were making for the company was a lot back then. And I was always
helping everybody.
Right. And then COVID came, and it made me realize, like, what's important and what's not important. Like, yeah, I am a kind of person that likes to spend money here and there, and I go big, but I don't do it all the time. I do random buys here and there, but like for the most part, I've not taken a lot of money into my pocket. I've left it in the company to be able to provide for more people.
For sure. We always talk about that.
Right. And it's one of those things that it's not because I don't want the money. It's because I just feel like I'm going to eventually die and I can't die with money. So like, I'm happy. I don't need to be in a $5 million home.
We don't chase money anymore. We talk about
Yeah,
this
we don't
so many
exactly.
times.
But it goes back to this whole universe thing. Like the more I give, I hope it comes back. But see,
No, you don't hope. They just come back.
yeah, but what's hard right now is that I feel like the universe is against me because of the stuff that's going on. And I don't want to get into it because
no, but here's the deal. Like we talk about this because it's about connecting points. Because in the future, everything will make sense. I told you that
yeah,
the other
you
time.
did tell me.
Because at this moment, nothing makes sense.
Nothing
makes sense. Like, what the fuck I'm doing?
Yeah.
Like, I sleep in the car, man. Like
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. And like, what I'm doing, I was successful in Brazil.
Yeah.
But when you understand in the future, that's why
Right.
everything happened. And that's the
And it's
universe
hard.
talking with you. And it doesn't matter if you have spirits, aliens, whatever. That's exactly the point. Like, you live your life and you understand what is going on around you, right?
Yeah.
Like, whatever, man. It's
It's crazy.
shit.
I mean, I think it's crazy shit. I mean, listening to this story is fucking amazing. I mean,
Cool.
because like to me, I hope that I will get an experience like that. And maybe when we go to Brazil, maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need a cleansing.
I'll bring you there.
Because you know what it is, dude. Honestly,
amazing
and
place.
we talk about this. Jeff and I talk about that. Sometimes I just feel like exhausted, not physically, not like actual like my body hurts. It just feels like I have so much in my head. It feels like I have a backpack full of shit, and it's it's every day. Because the thing is that yes, a lot of people say, oh, a lot of these guys look at me and say, oh, you have such an easy job, you have such an easy life, and it's like. You don't understand.
You don't understand.
I'm responsible for every single person.
But have bad energy around us. So
True.
that's why I keep my life private. Very private.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
This is the most I'm going
Right.
because I'm very private.
And I'm a very open person.
Yes.
Maybe
so
too open.
I like to be private.
Yeah.
Because people forget about me and don't bring me bad vibes. I
Yeah.
like good vibes.
Right.
You know, like I like to be happy all the time. So that's the whole point for me.
No, I think it's right. And I think, last week there was a situation and I overextended myself. And I think it made me realize that like, I just need to stay in my fucking lane.
I agree.
And you remember when you came to work for me, that was in the Amazon thing. And that was what I was pushing, stay in our fucking lane. And I have veered off my lane because I'm wanting to help people and do the right thing. But what I'm realizing that sometimes
it's difficult to change the world, man.
Right.
You're trying to change the world. And it's beautiful what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's
but
really
it's not. But it's hurting me.
but it's hurting you.
Yeah.
So what's the point? That's the limit. You need
Yeah.
to understand, like, I'm forcing to give too much to the universe.
Yeah.
And some people don't deserve it.
Right.
That's the honest truth.
Yeah.
You can't waste energy with people who don't deserve it.
Dude, he should be my spiritual advisor. Fuck.
I love you,
My
bro.
guru.
You're my brother, man.
You're my guru. Yeah.
You're my brother.
I know.
I'll do
Dude,
anything.
you're always. I know.
So it's the way I look my life.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good for me. Let's
Yeah.
be
I mean,
honest.
listen.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's great. Again, we kind of veered off, but it kind of all circles around the same thing of like, what you believe is what you're going to get back. So if you believe in something, if you push something out into the universe, whether it be to God or to another person, that's positive, it will come back. It will eventually come back. It
It's
just,
the universe.
it's like a boomerang. You send it
Exactly,
and
man.
you don't know when it's going to come back.
It
but-
doesn't matter. You don't expect to come back. Things just happen. Like you help a person today, man. Tomorrow, something good is going to happen.
It's funny that you say that. And we're kind of almost running out of time, but one of the things growing up, I remember one of my family members would say was, if I did something, I should get something back. And that's how I was raised. So at a certain point in my life, and I think this is when I became a cop, I changed. Because I can give everything on the streets to everybody and help everybody, but there's always going to be people who just don't care. And it's one of those things that like you have to compartmentalize. I'm getting good at that word.
Oh, it's good.
You remember?
That was fast.
Because last time I had like almost spell it out.
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try.
Don't try, please. Don't.
No.
Compartmentalize.
Part
Meant.
to
To
lies.
lies. Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalize.
Give him a clap for that.
I get. Okay.
It's a lot of syllables.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's difficult. But again, I realize that the more I focus on the road ahead of me and not anything else, is I think when I become more and more successful, and I get more back out of it, and I'm not distracted over stupid shit. And that's something that as I get older, I have to keep learning. I have to keep reminding myself, because I shoot from the hip, if you know what that meaning is. But it's really like I react without really thinking too much. And then I look back and I'm just like, man, I could have handled that differently. And you know that. I used to be even worse back in the days.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get better at it.
That's kind of the why I stay away from social media.
Yeah.
Because I think social media is very toxic for my life.
Yeah.
And it's not just for my life, for my family. Because if I attract bad energy for my family, for me, I attract for my family. So I
Right.
stay away.
Right.
And it's not about God, it's not about spirit, it's about like energy.
Right.
I like the good energy.
Yeah.
So that's why I come to the office. I hang out with all of you guys. I hang out with that dudes there, the drivers.
Yeah.
I attract good energy.
Sure.
That's why I'm happy to do it. Keep doing.
Yeah.
And staying away from trouble.
Okay, I need my guru out of here. Jeff, can you come back and
Come back.
switch?
Cool.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Bye, Rodrigo. We're going to get Jeff back in here and kind of wrap this up. I'll wait till you put your mic on. I know you could hear me, but welcome back, Jeffrey.
How do I follow that, dude?
You can. I mean,
this is why we love this guy, dude.
Dude, I mean, he out of no...
Seriously.
But you know,
that dude is like... He's like the Energizer Bunny for good vibes,
Dude, there's a guy on TikTok. He is, I don't know what faith he is. Apologize. But he is a guru. And he's got this long beard. And he talked yesterday. He said, you lost all your money. Your life is over. He says, close your nose and ask what the next thing you want to know. And he's like, I want to breathe to live. So you don't want to die.
Right.
And that's the crazy thing about like, this guy is like, and this is honestly one of many reasons why he's around my life and Jenny's life, is because he does push positivity.
Yeah.
And he tries to help clean the air.
Yep.
Like he's not, and we're very, very different. I'm the guy that like goes in there like a Tasmanian devil and fucking wipes everything off and then hopes that it's going to come back to into some new norm.
Right.
The reality is that, and we've completely gone off fucking.
But I think it all relates.
It all relates back to what you said, the universe.
Yeah.
And I think that the more each of us can give back without worrying about what we get in return, then I think it's so easy. And that's the thing for me. It's so easy for me to do good things and to fight the fight.
Right.
Because I don't expect anything back.
Right.
And that sometimes is my worst enemy. Because I put myself in situations to fight a fight that really I don't need to be doing.
Yeah. You're passionate, you're giving, you have people around you that are the same.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's pervasive in your company. I love it.
Yeah. It's definitely that
but
way.
there is the universe, and like being around good people that we smile and joke and laugh, it is positive. And when you're feeling positive, you do positive things. You feel good.
Yeah.
You know, we all have our bad days, but sitting next to this guy all day, you're there too,
dude.
I'm like in the devil's triangle with you guys.
Oh, dude, it's like
it's a good vibe. And when we're having a crappy, shitty day, we laugh about something stupid, and you take your mind off of it, and there we are.
We talk about aliens.
We didn't really talk.
We didn't talk about aliens.
You know, one thing I'm noticing about this podcast is, Tariq, you got something? Oh, we're
gonna have part 2 about this.
Oh, all right, yeah, because we really suck about closing out our conversation.
Yeah,
so we gotta get
really,
better.
We gotta get better.
We just keep talking.
Yeah, we just keep talking.
All right, part 2
Yes.
coming your way
We're going to do it
shortly.
Yeah, it's going to be next week. We should just
We'll
do it next week.
Yeah.
And then
I think Rodrigo needs to be in on this, dude.
I think maybe you and Rodrigo should do it.
Oh,
Because you guys both believe it. I don't believe it.
we could do it.
You guys want to do it? Okay, so that's what's going to happen.
All right.
You got my opinion. Now let you both talk about why you guys
It's
believe
gonna
it.
be a very like between us because we're just like light some incense.
Oh, jeez.
Some lavender.
Okay, now it's gone a little bit.
No, but I mean, like, bring the spiritual.
Cut the camera.
Part 2.
All right,
Deuce
guys, so-
times 2.
Jeff, like always.
Bro.
Love you, buddy.
Always love you too.
Rodrigo, great job jumping
Yeah.
into the fam.
T.
T Money.
Fizzle.
Scattered Chaos, we're out. See you next week.
Late.
Whoa.
Wow.
That was good.